Welcome to another episode of Dead with Dave. If this is your first time watching my show, this is a Halloween show. We talk about anything Halloween or horror related. And today we're going to start with vlogging on vloggers. Now, this vlogger I want to talk about today is somebody I've been following for quite some time. He had subscribed to my channel, and I had taken a look at his to see what was going on his YouTube channel. And he had a lot of projects that really caught my eye, so I subscribed back. Now, his vlogs kind of started off small, and as he grew, and as he's opened up, his vlogs have kind of exploded, so to say. He's the type of vlogger that speaks his mind, speaks the truth. I mean, he's very, very honest in what he says. He has no problem poking fun at others, which is making his vlogs even more funny than anything I've ever heard. And he really gets the whole vlogging community riled up, and it's really awesome to see somebody bring in that breath of fresh air. Just not some boring vlogs, but he actually brings something different, something new. And if you don't already know who I'm talking about, watch this.
What up, people? This Godsflesh here. First off, let me get it quiet in here so you can hear this. I know how many of y'all ever tried this, but this is a little bit of some crawfish, and we're gonna ball them up, and I'm gonna show you how to ball them if you are interested. But this is it, mud bugs. I'm trying to relax a little bit. Down here in Louisiana, we like to ride dirty, because I've been riding dirty. That's what we're about down there. So, all right, folks, ain't nothing like starting off the day with a fresh cold one. So, it's fun. It's fun to do. I'm trying to put something up there for the kids to enjoy, something other than Christmas. You know, look at that deer. Is that sweet? Show you what I'm working on up in here. I finished my last one's pumpkin today, and I kind of went with the Nightmare Before Christmas crap. Pork rub, Grill makes McCormick's. There's no excuse. They sell this all over the damn planet. Okay, I know I'm probably boring you with this shit, but here's my cutout of my pumpkin, Mr. Pumpkinhead. Alright, well, this is my ridiculous lady. There you go. There you go. So what we're going to do is generously, all over the beautiful ribs. Look how that, boy, you just can't go wrong with that. I got my Sam about 99.9% done. I'm missing the sucker. That's about it. Alright, one thing I gotta say is, look at the dry brush job on that sucker, huh? I love making the props. I love making the, you know, the dummies. I don't know why. It's my favorite thing to make. What's up, Holmes? It's Diablo 85 here. Hey, this is Pat with Dead Things, you know. I kind of got this the cemetery arch I'm making now, and I stole the idea from Hauntcast, and my little rendition of what's in the box. Okay, we got a big white box. It's probably dirty inside because I know I spilled something, but okay, what we got in the box? Alright, I hope I get this right. Next is the Boneyard Creep. The Boneyard Creep says, "Right on, buddy. Ball those bugs." Am I supposed to be moving my hands when I do it like the Boneyard Creep? But that's about it for my sad life here. I just wanted to give a couple of thank yous to Dead with Dave Pandemic Cemetery's site, and Thank you, Dave. Oh well, piss on that. I'm done. I'm done with that.
Now, if you don't know who Godsflesh is and you haven't subscribed yet, go check out his channel. Go subscribe. You're going to want to keep up with everything he's doing. His vlogs are short. They only go about 6-7 minutes long. His projects are awesome. He has some of the greatest details. He did a Sam prop from the movie A Trick or Treat, of course, one of my favorite movies. He has a cauldron creep. He just finished up some columns for his cemetery arch. He does really great work. He does some quick, no bullshit how-tos. Doesn't add a lot of fluff in his vlogs. It's just really good, straight to the point vlogs that are funny. And of course, he has some great cooking tips. I just showed you a couple of them, but he does have some great cooking tips. So it makes you want to eat and watch his vlogs at the same time. But definitely go check him out. It's well worth it. He's quickly becoming who I think is one of the funniest vloggers out there. So, I mean, what else can I say? Godsflesh, you're the man. Now, a couple episodes ago, I had said that I was going to do a show on the National Haunters Convention that I went to last month. And I was fully planning on doing that until I went to the National Haunters Convention and I realized how bad they sucked this year. Really, I'm not even bullshitting. It was the worst Halloween convention I have ever been to. And I've been to quite a few. I went there last year and it wasn't that bad. This year, totally dropped the ball and it was basically just boring. There was really nothing to see. The only good part about going there was seeing a few friends of mine. I've met, of course, I was hanging out with Ghoulish Cop Rich. I always hang out with him. I was hanging out with Grimlock Jason from Hauntcast, and his, of course, his channel Sunfire 12 or whatever his gay-ass channel name is. But I was hanging out with him. Met Jersey Girl for the first time, finally. Hanging out with her, very awesome, very funny, great time with her. And I also met a couple other haunters that aren't on YouTube, but very cool to hang out with. It was a good time in that aspect. I also met Alan Hops from Hauntcast and, of course, Still Be Studios here on YouTube. He was really nice to talk to, really down there, it was really fun to talk to. But, yeah, that was it, though. So, I am not showing any of that crap. But I do want to show one of the vendors that was there. There was a couple of good vendors there. And I don't want to take it on them because it's not the vendor's fault that the show sucked. It was the show's fault that the show sucked. So, but there was one vendor that really caught my eye. And I spent a lot of time in his booth videotaping him because it was really amazing what he had. I'm going to show you the video now. This is from the Haunted Construction Company. Take a look at the video I took, and I'll talk about him after. custom haunted miniature houses. And he does them, he can do based on movies. You saw there was a couple ones from a Psycho, there was Nightmare Before Christmas, a couple other ones in there from movie themes. But he also does custom work. You send him a picture of your house, and he can turn your house into a haunted, scary house. It's very awesome. He takes around 6 weeks to build just one. And this is a lot of time, but you can see the detail. You also add sound and lighting. You couldn't see the lighting in the video that I took because it was so bright in the convention itself. But there was sound, there was lighting inside the windows, as you saw. There's little people, there's figures, fully furnished rooms. It's really awesome. They're works of art. These are not toys. These aren't something you buy and you hand to your kid to play dolls with. You know, it's not that. These are literally works of art. And I'm actually looking into maybe getting one. I don't know right now. They are pretty pricey, but of course you are getting what you pay for. I mean, they average around $350 for one, but he does build them to really big standards and extreme detail. You can go up to a couple $1,000s for just one house. He has an Etsy store. He doesn't have a website per se. He has an Etsy store, but you can go check him out what he buys, or you just email him, and he will build a custom one just for you. They're built to order, so when you order one, he builds a brand new one just for you. If you send him a picture of your house, and he build a custom one of your house, turned into a haunted house. And he even gives you, what I thought was a really extra plus, is he actually gives you a deed to your little house that he built. It's really awesome, the deed that you get. And if you're into that, if you're into these types of models, is definitely worth taking a look at his store. Just type in, I don't know the exact name. I'm pretty sure it's the Haunted Construction Company at Etsy. I will leave a link down below, and I'll find it later, and just so you can link to it, so it's a lot easier. I can't really remember right now, but it is the Haunted Construction Company. Very good guys over there. Check them out. And if you see him at another expo besides the National Haunters Convention, my God, did they piss me off? I hope they go to other ones, because you have to see these things in person. You just have to. When I was there with Jersey Girl saw took a lot of video of them too, because she was just as interested in them as I was. So yeah, definitely check them out. The Haunted Construction Company. I can't talk today. The Haunted Construction Company. Awesome, very awesome. Well, I want to finish up the review of the products that Hotwire Foam Factory had sent me. Last time we did the review on the different glues that they sent me. Today, I finished up the tombstone. It's still a little bit more, paint, but it's good enough for now. But I used their two products. I used their exterior foam coat and their boost fortifier. Now, this is going to be a very simple review for me because I love this product. This is the first time I've ever used their foam coat, and I've been wanting to try it out. And I am just so happy with it. It is a great product, so much better than anything I've ever used. Dry lock, textured paint, any type of coating I've ever put on foam at all. This just kicked the shit out of all of them. I really, really love this product. Let me go over a couple of likes. There's a lot of likes, very little dislikes, and we'll see. Here we go. First, you have to mix it up. It comes in a dry powder form. It mixes 3 parts foam coat to 1 part water. You can add more or less of the powdered foam coat to make it thinner or thicker for easier application, or if you need to fill in thicker cracks. I did use a couple different consistencies. I used a couple different in thinness and thickness to do different sections of the tombstone, but really easy to mix. It doesn't get clumpy at all. It kind of mixing, like pancake batter, but of course it's a little bit more gritty. It's easy to apply. You can use a paintbrush. You can use a trowel if you want to put it on real thick. I actually use popsicle sticks to get up into the seams and corners. But it goes on easy, goes on smooth. Filling cracks. This is the best product I've ever had for filling in cracks and seams. There is no reason to use wood putty or caulk or anything like that. It just fills them right in, and it doesn't shrink when it dries, so you don't even know that the seams are there. You can't see any of my seams just by using this product, and that right there is a main reason to use it. You don't have to do any other, fill work. It fills it right in. It does give a beautiful concrete look. It looks just like you would have cast this in a concrete form. It really does have the look and feel of concrete. I mean, you could actually feel it, and it feels like it's concrete stone. Like I said, it is nothing like dry lock. A lot of people use dry lock on foam because it's readily available. It's easy to buy. Just get it from Home Depot. It does go on gritty like concrete, but it's nothing like that at all. I can't even compare it to dry lock because it's nothing like dry lock. This is better than dry lock, and it's cheaper too. I mean, shit, dry lock is what, $50 something a gallon, and I mean, this nothing like dry lock. So I can't even compare it to that. It dries to the touch. Just the exterior foam coat dries to the touch in about an hour to 2 hours. Fully cured in 24 to 48 hours. If you add the Boost Fortifier, which I haven't talked about yet, but if you add the Boost Fortifier, which makes it stronger, cuts the dry time in half. It dries to the touch in about a half hour. Fully cured in 24 hours, even less, because I noticed this. I thought it was fully dried in about 12 hours. I mean, but yeah, fully cured in about 24 hours. But yeah, that's the other thing. The Boost is definitely a great product too, as it does make it a lot stronger and easier to work with. After fully dry, it's perfect base for any paint. The exterior foam coat, you can leave natural. You can just coat it and leave it as it is. Leave it as natural form. Hotwire Foam Factory does recommend that you do paint it with an exterior grade paint. I use spray paint first, which is great because you can't use spray paint on foam because it eats it away. But since the foam coat covers it and protects it, you can go back to using spray paint again, and it really makes it easier for getting into the nooks and crannies. And then I went over with a lot of, watered down paint and dry brushing and all that other stuff to give the look that it has. But yeah, no problem with paint adhesion at all. Didn't seem like it was bubbling up or any problem sticking anywhere. Covered up awesome, and it really gives a great look. As you can see, it came out pretty good. And this product is kid friendly, with parent supervision, of course. It is it is kind of like a concrete feel to it when it's drying on your hands. So if you do get in your hands, make sure you wash it off right away. But it's not that it's toxic. It's just that it can dry you out. As for cleanup, very easy to clean up as long as it's wet. As soon as it dries, you are never getting it out of your brushes, anything, your clothes. It's there forever. I had one brush that I forgot to clean, and it is completely unusable, hard as a rock, and destroyed. But if you do clean out your brushes, right after you're done using them, it comes right out. You can use your brushes over and over again. I have a set of brushes I've had for years that I've used for all my painting work. And it's very big to keep those brushes in good condition. And even this thick coating that I put on with the brushes came right out, which is really good. As for a dislike, and I only have one for this product, and it's not really a dislike, it's just kind of an annoyance. It is so good at filling up cracks that you can lose detail. If you have a lot of fine lines, if you have the cracks I put in front here, and your wording or epitaph, or if you're not even doing a tombstone, you're using this for something else, if you have a lot of detail with like block wall stuff like that, it can take away from those fine lines. It can fill them up. You have to really thin out the foam coat, which I did. I used 1 part foam coat to 1 part water to get inside the wording, to get inside the crack, so that it wouldn't fill up. But even after that, I still had to go back in with a small paintbrush and remove the excess coat from the wording and the cracking. So that can be a problem if you have a lot of detail in your foam. As an observation, it's not a bad thing, not a good thing. It's not sandable. The exterior foam coat I'm talking about is not sandable. So once it's hard, you're not going to change it. You can't retool it whatsoever. You have to, as you put it on, is exactly how it's going to be for the rest of its life. So make sure you tool it all nice and perfect as you put it on. As for pricing, for the 3-pound dry powder of foam coat, you're talking $9.95. I used about 3/4, I don't know if you can see that. I used about 3/4 of the product for this one tombstone. So it's not that bad. And I put it on pretty heavy. So, yeah, 3/4 of that. You can get a 25-pound box of it for $29.95, which I think I'm actually going to order because I have so many more projects I want to do with this product that 25 pounds. So you're thinking that this does a tombstone and a half. 25 pounds, you can rock out like 1 billion tombstones or something like that. Whatever that math adds up to be. But yeah, you can get a lot of freaking tombstones, or you do full rolls, crypts, anything like that. Anything you're doing foam work with. Now for the boost additive, the fortifier, I definitely recommend this. It does help with the coat. It thins it out just a little bit for getting better into that detail work. It makes it more sticky to apply easier, and it makes it stronger. This is $7.95 for the small bottle, and I used about a half a bottle. You can use more or less depending on how thick or strong you want the foam coat to be. So they do come different sizes: 8 ounce, 16 ounce, 32 ounce, and 1 gallon. The 1 gallon goes up to about $95, but you're not using that much compared to this, so you don't really have to buy as much. But yes, definitely a product you have to go and get. It is awesome for doing tombstones. It's great for beginners because, you know, beginners, your foam, you know, sculpting and carving techniques might not be up to, you know, the best that they can be yet, and this will really make that tombstone, crypt, or whatever you're doing just pop. It'll really bring out the details, and you can make it super thick to hide any imperfections that you have. And for the pros in foam building, like I'd have to bring up Scary Lady Videos, Tara, with her. She is the queen of tombstones, of course. I would love to see if she wants to use this product and check it out. I know she has a couple ties in with Hotwire Foam Factory too, so definitely somebody I would love to see try this product out because I think she could do miracles with it. Yeah, but other than that, this is my favorite so far of any coating I've ever used. Definitely check them out. Go to hotwirefoamfactory.com. This is, of course, the exterior foam coat and their boost concentrated fortifier. So, well, I hope this review has helped you out. If you have any questions, comments, or anything at all about this product or any other product I reviewed in the past, or anything you would like me to review, leave them down below and I will see what I can do. Thank you. Well, I want to thank you all for watching today's episode of Dead with Dave. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am close to the 400 subscribers. Holy freaking shit. God damn, why do you people watch this crap? But I do want to thank you all. It's awesome. I'm close. I'm like 398 right now. So a contest is coming. Hopefully on the next episode. I'm going to have to call up the crazy cart lady and call her up. She doesn't have a cell phone in her cart. I'm going to have to find her roaming the streets of Metuchen and see if she want to come out and help me do another contest, something a little different than last time. I'll have to get some prizes together. So, get me up to 400. 2 more to go. Click the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Say hi. Click the like button. All that nice stuff from me. Thank you again. This has been Dead with Dave. Good night.